Hello everyone. Today I'm going to introduce you guys the RAG, which is Retrieval Augmented Generation. First of all, why do we need RAG? The RAG is proposed to solve the hallucination problem in LLM. But what is hallucination in LLM? That means the LLM will give us the inaccurate information. We can look at this example here. If you ask LLM, maybe who is the first person to walk on the moon, it might give you something like this. But if you look at this answer, you will find that the answer is wrong. Why? Because we all know the first person to walk on the moon should be Neil Armstrong. The LLM gives the wrong person, right? This is the first example. And we can see the next example here. If we ask the LLM to somehow summarize the information for us, in our correct version of information, the time should be October 2023, but in the output of LLM, it says October 2006. So the time is wrong again. So overall, the hallucination problem means that the LLM can give the generation of inaccurate information, and this cannot be avoided by any, and this cannot be avoided in LLM. So to solve this problem, we can introduce the RAG technique. That means we add external knowledge for LLM, so that when LLM does not know something, he can refer to the external knowledge, and then based on the knowledge to give us the correct answer. So we can look at the introduction of the RAG here. This is from the introduction of Amazon. It says that RAG extends the already powerful capabilities of LLM to specific domain or an organization's internal knowledge base. And most importantly, we do not need to retrain the model, because retrain the LLM would require very huge computational resource. But if you use the RAG, you do not need to retrain the model. Then can save us a large cost. So we can see how the RAG works in this simple illustration. If a user gives a query here, we would have a retriever to retrieve the data source, which is the internal knowledge of the users, and then the retriever will find the relevant information here and return it back, and then we will combine the user's query and the relevant text to form them as the input for the LLM, and the LLM will finally generate the corresponding response to the user. So as you can see here, the user's query will not go directly into the LLM. Instead, we would first use the retriever to get some relevant information from the data source. And of course, the information in the data source is reliable, right? So we can use this reliable information and the original query as input to the LLM, and the LLM will convert it to the corresponding response to the users. So here is the details of how it is implemented. First, we have the user's prompt and query, and we use it to the retriever. So query would be here, comes to the search relevant information module, and this module will search the relevant information from the knowledge source and this module will return the retrieval of the information as the context to the context to the LLM, and at the fourth step, we would combine the prompt, the query, and the enhanced context from the retriever. We will feed it into the LLM, and at last the LLM will give us the generated text response, which will finally deliver to the user's eye. Okay, so here, this is in this video we have introduced why should we need the RAG, and what is RAG, and the brief introduction about the process of RAG. And in the next video, we will introduce how to implement a simple RAG system.